dwellers, to the next episode of Let's Build a Settlement here. The damn Nuka Dam. And I know, you guys are all going through withdrawal because there was no episode on Monday. It is now Friday. I just had scheduling conflicts. I had too many doctor's appointments. Don't worry, I'm not sick. Just checking up on some old stuff. And yeah, I just didn't have the time to come in and do any recording to do this kind of stuff. So, sorry about that. But, you're back. And guess what I found? I found the armor bits I'd been looking for. All these static pieces. So I no longer have to deal with all this stuff giving me troubles. So, we're gonna throw in some, I don't know, some rando stuff in here. Just to kind of fill in. Ooh, look at that bad boy. Yeah. And these are static too, so wherever I put them, they will stay. And one of you had a fantastic idea about hanging some stuff from chains. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Of course, this looks kind of funny. It actually looks really, really small compared to what it should be. So maybe we'll play around with that and we'll increase the size. Maybe find some place where we can hang this myrtle, or maybe we'll hang something else. I don't know. Ignore that piece then. Let's see what else we got in here. Not much of anything. Let's see, we got helmets. You know what? I'm gonna stick a helmet right there. Boom. How do you like that? Put one on your face. What happens if I do that? See what happens. Ooh! That would have been great if it stayed. But, yeah, it's just gonna keep messing her around. Ooh, look at that! Nice! Let's see how long she stays like that. Yeah, we're just messing around, having some fun here. Yeah, so if I'm gonna do chains, I have... Oh, geez, hidden somewhere in some of this mess is chains. Yeah, I might have to come back to that once I find where those are, because I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's see. We'll take another quick look. She looks so funny. Let's see, Miscellaneous. I know I've used them before. I just don't remember off the top of my head where they are. And I don't want to waste an entire episode just trying to find some chains. So we're just going to look real quick. Not finding it. Furniture, probably not. Utility. Oh, look at that. She glitched. Alright. I'm going to stick this guy over here. That's probably going to make that launch. Oh, no, it didn't. Surprise, surprise. That's one piece. Huh. Okay. Oh, that's the other helmet. Yeah, they're all fighting with each other now. I couldn't get this one to drop the way I wanted it to, so that's... Oh, look at that! We did it! Let's save before we lose it. Yeah, we can overwrite that garbage. Who cares? Alright. Let's see if I can find all that all over again. Hopefully I didn't get, yeah. God, I was already outside of that. That was in... Miscellaneous? No! Oh no, I lost it already. Clutter. Ah, there we go. Clutter. Sweet. Oh, there's even this other stuff too I forgot. I got like eyeglasses, which there they are. Face masks. Yeah, look at that bad boy. I'm gonna stick that guy on the shelf right there. Nice. I like that one too. And let's go with something else. Hats. Brothers. Nah, we don't want that garbage. Ooh, regular helmets. Nice. What's that? Oh, it's the flight helmet. Cool. Alright, here we go. We get some stuff there. I think we need another shelf right there to put some stuff on. So let's go ahead and do some decorating. Get ourselves another table, kind of like the one we already have. See if I can find one a little different. It's not bad. Ooh, yeah, that guy. Is that what I'm already using? Oh, that is. Okay, we don't want to do the same thing over and over again. Yeah, maybe a round guy. Turn our surface snapping. Whoa! There we go. Just drop that there. Maybe we're going to showcase, like, the most badass helmet there ever existed or something. What else we got here? Unlocks, desk pictures. What's in here? Holotapes, keys, magazines. No, we don't want any dirty magazines. Let's see what we got next stuff. That sounds kinky. Outfits. And, ooh, hazmats. Ooh, here we go. Nice. Ooh, space helmet. Maybe we can glitch this on top of that. Let's. Yeah, there we go. Nice. That looks like it was always meant to be. Oh yeah, I forgot that's just kind of hanging in the air. I was thinking of possibly doing a frame. Can do a frame, but what are we going to do with all these pieces? Come back in here real quick. Ooh, get the XO1. Nice. Let's see. USO decorations. Statues and fountains. We want. Where are we going? Lifelike. I don't know if there is. I know there's frames elsewhere. I'm just drawing a total blank. I've only been awake for like an hour, so I haven't fully woken up yet. Nah, forget it. Never mind. We're just gonna leave it the way it is. Cool. All right, let's actually go back into here. No. All decorations. A sign? Oh, we're frozen. Frozen. There we go. You need to let people know there's like guns and armor in here. Let's see. Anything fun? Liquor. Nope. We're not selling alcohol. Not yet, anyway. We might build one later. Gun shop. So, we'll do that upstairs. The fastest way. There we go. Oh. Nope, I'm stuck. There we go. Alright. Gun shop. You know what? Well, I was gonna say. That's not helping. The texture looks awful, too. We're just gonna hang it like that, maybe. Maybe we'll move it up a little bit. Ooh, no, that looks awful. We'll here. Actually, you know what? Is that double-sided? It is. I'm gonna hang it here. We're gonna boop it on over this way and boop it on up a couple of. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. All right, we got something that says armor too. Hopefully these come out looking better. Right now they're not looking too sharp. Ooh, hot dogs. All right, we'll figure that out later. I'm gonna consider that whole shebang there done. And let's see. We're gonna shoot on over here next to the fishy farms. We need some water. Everybody's been complaining, give me a hard time that these people have no water, despite the fact that the whole thing here is all water. But I guess maybe it's, I don't know, radioactive, so we're gonna help them out. We're gonna do something. Let's see. Resources, water. What do we got? Not bad. That's very industrial. That's too high-tech. That's ginormous. But maybe that's what we want. Let's see. Ooh, we're invading the fish farm. Hang on. There we go. I don't know. That's too big. That's too easy for somebody to shoot at, I'm thinking. And yeah, I don't want to put anything in there because we don't really want to mess with anything. Ooh, and we're in the fence too. Alright, so that's not going to work. Get out of here. We got that. Alright, let's explore other resources. Water. Oh, we got a water pump. Basic water pump. Water purifier. I think this is the one that was just featured. That one or this one. Was just featured in Season 2 of Fallout show. Not that I'm trying to spoil anything for anybody. Just making a comment. We will use this guy here. Let's dip it down like that. Hey, that's not too bad. Yeah. And that way you can come right over here. We'll probably make the dock a little bit bigger now that we've got this here. Really need to. I don't know. Let's try to get this bad boy as close as we can. Maybe. I don't know. We'll leave it for now. But there we go. We got water. We have, what, 40 water for 9 people. Now they better shut their pie holes. Alright, next thing everybody's been complaining about is beds. I know, I don't make beds because I don't really like decorating, so we're going to throw some beds in. Let's see. You know what, we'll just stick with USO for now. We'll put in a bed. Functionality bed. Let's turn our surface snap back on. Let's put a bed in here. And while we're at it, we'll give them some light so it looks like they're actually functioning. Boom. Alright, we got light. Actually, you know what? First things first, before I go doing any other types of decorating, we're gonna fill every house here with a bed. Alright. Lots of beds for everybody. Here, in this little crap hole here. This tiny little thing needs a little bed. Yeah, that's perfect. 4 beds. 4. Did I put some more Zarlets? Must have. And I don't remember. Okay, that looks good for this place. Yeah. Put the bed. Corner? Here? Actually, yeah, right here. That looks good. I don't think I ever put one here before. Now we got one there. Sure. We'll use this bed. Right by the window, where all the mosquitoes can get to it. Boom, we got 6. We're getting there. You know what? This guy's got a nice one. He saved up his caps. He bought a big old nice bed, and so did the missus. They don't like each other much, so they sleep on opposite ends of the house. There we go. I might change that once I start actually doing some decorating. If I go as far as decorating. Let me in. Alright, we need a bed for here. Let's see. No, they're patriotic. Nah, no, never mind. I don't want to do that. That just looks awful. Looks too fake. What else we got in here? Bunk beds? Yeah, bunk beds. Boom! That makes 10. Nice. Get back on there. Alright. That one's got a bed. What else we got? This guy here. Did I put a bed in here? I did. Oh yeah, 2. Okay. Too many houses. Alright, all the houses have beds. Cool. And, dude, get in your thing there. So we're going to do the bunk beds here for sure, because this is our security post house thing. So we'll stick a few in here. That should be good. That's 4 beds. Now we've got more beds than people, way more. I suppose we should probably do the same over here. Put some sort of beds. Or, oh, jeez. I just glitched out of there. Maybe not. Yeah, I think maybe not. I think this is just going to be strictly a post. Okay. Let's zip on over to here. Oh, that's right, because I did put a few beds in here for the jail. Oh, and somebody pointed out that there's no hot to you-know-what in. So we'll actually take care of that. But we don't want to be down here. We want up here for beds for these dudes. We don't need too many. I think let's see. Actually, you know what? We can move this over. Give ourselves some more space. Do the same right here. We got 18 beds. We got twice as many beds as we got peoples. We could probably put some beds in here. Maybe. Yeah, right there. Boom. Okay. And then somebody complained too that all the desks have the people that are sitting here. I thought I put chairs in here. Did I not put chairs? All the people with their backs to the door. Not very safe. We're going to put some guns in here. Don't worry. At some point. Maybe we'll do that now. Let's go ahead and save. And hopefully I'm addressing everybody's complaints. Not that I'm giving you guys a hard time. You guys have been giving me a hard time. I'm not doing anything for these ingrates. All they do is complain, so why should I give them anything? That's my thought. Let's see. Chairs. Find some computer-y chairs. Something with wheels. They gotta be able to wheel around. There we go. Oh, even better. Oh, jeez. What the heck? This dude's got a black one. Little one, apparently. He got the wood one. There we go. Cool. Alright. Actually, I was thinking... never mind. Maybe windows of some sort. Since these are just holes. Could possibly put glass in them. Let me see what Snappy's got for me. I know there's the metal shutter things, which I don't really want to do. The open ones. So I'm going to do a bunch of those because they look cool. We'll put this in all of them for now. They are open for business, and then the time comes, if they need to, they can shutter it. Terrible joke. But I think we can also get the glass to snap into place on these. Yeah, you can. Awesome. Alright, we don't want broken glass, so that's not very safe. Let's go for, yeah, that's my favorite. Boom! There we go. And we don't have to worry about being able to shoot out of these windows because this is not security. This is just, you know, the... That off. Let's go inside. This is just the control room. Oh, that's not even the right place. Get in there. The control room for the dam. That's not gonna work. So we want... small, tall. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Now we got glass and... Dude, that looks terrible. Is it the same on all of them? Yeah, whatever. Who cares? I don't. Neither should you. Alright. Yes, security and guns. Let's see. I think in USO is probably going to have exactly what I'm looking for. Let's see, or maybe... Ah, there we go. Except they only snap to the floor. These should be, like, snapping to the ceiling. Will they auto-snap? Get in here? I highly doubt it. No, so what kind of stupid thing is that? Ah, alright, traps. No, that's what I want to use. That's just awful. Like, they should be, you know, turned around for hanging on the ceilings. And I'm not going to dare try to do it myself with the manual. See, won't do anything. The manual abilities that I have, because every time I try to take off my controller, turn off my controller, it mucks things up big time. So, let's see. Yeah! There we go. Everyone comes walking in the door. Getting a lead salad. This also keeps the workers working, because they know that if they stop, they also get a lead salad. No, we're not going to leave these here. As fun as that is, no, we're just going to put a couple of guards here. In this case, I actually am going to use the USO guards. Where am I going? Here we go. NPCs. Guards. Brother, nah, we don't want these guys. We want engineering? Nah. TC security? Maybe. There we go. Put that dude there. Put him here on the other side of the window. Yeah, whatever. There we go. Okay. So that is that. Yeah, I know we got tons of buildings still to build. Get that going. Still gotta figure out where I'm gonna be putting things. Everybody's been giving me a hard time too about there only being one place to go to the bathroom, and that's all they're getting. I don't care. So, 11 people sharing the same porta potty. Good enough. Okay, let's see. What do we got? I'm gonna stick like a small little one-room shack somewhere. You know, we don't really have much going on up here. Let's go right here. That's where we're gonna put a shack. we're going to attach a shack right to that. And that is a roof piece, so my floor piece probably will not snap to it. What do I want to use for a floor? You know what? We're going to go into... Yeah. I think... Yeah, something crappy looking like that. Let's turn off our highlights so you can see what we're doing. Yeah, I like that one. Alright, so let's go ahead and just place that there for the moment. And turn off our surface snapping. We can actually get this hooked up right. Perfect. That's going to be one whole house for one whole person. And you know what? We're going to go old school. We're going to use some traditional barn something or other. So let's... Windows for days. Okay, we need a door to get in. We're going to need a tiny little roof. It is not on fire. 10 billion interwebs for that reference. I've made that one before. Nice. But I'm going to make it again. Okay, now we need to support that. We're going to get kind of funky if I can make this work. You probably understand where I'm going with this. No, we're not going to make a big 50-foot tall pole. I want to get something slanty. See if we can make that work. I know I've got my big slanty pieces. There we go. Let's see if we can do something about this. We're just getting all kinds of crazy here. Perfect-ish. Actually, no, that might work exactly the way I want it to. Noise! Alright, let's see. What else we got? That's a shorter one. Will that work for here? Nope, that's just way too short. Dang. Alright. So, what else we got? Ooh, got a piece of a tree. Maybe we'll use that. What else? That's got nothing to attach to. Whoa. That's a big old. I've used that before. Something like that. Actually, my last build we used that. That's the same thing. Alright, maybe we'll use two of the same leany pieces. Oh, little guy. These are just planks. That's not going to be too helpful. Don't worry, we're going to shore that up once we figure out how to get some more support for this thing. Look at that. Got telephone poles. Ooh, that actually is kind of a good idea. Maybe we have a telephone pole here holding up this side. Let's see if this is tall enough to reach. Get that like right in there. And, ooh, right in the middle of the walkway. I mean, we can move it over. So, like, here. Yeah! Now we're talking. That's cool. I'll have to bump that up a little bit, though. Make sure it's making... Oh, geez, that was way off. Making some contact. There we go. And make sure that this is actually still going down in. Fantastic. Nice! This guy loves to live dangerously. I think we're going to stick something, maybe if we can, going off of that bridge to help hold this up a little more, because right now, that is pretty precarious. There's a big word for you. Big word of the day. Precarious. Let's see. We want just like a stud, just straight up and down stud. And I'm not talking about myself. Crickets. Yeah, I hear crickets. Okay, I get it. I get it. I'm not that full of myself. Trust me, I'm not. Let's see. Let's see. We might need something a little slanty. Maybe we will use this guy after all. We'll have to maybe biggest size it, though, because we're not quite making it. Or we can just use a filler piece. That might not be such a bad idea. We can get this lined up just to where we want it. Something like that. And then we'll use a big old something, maybe a beam. Maybe we'll have, okay, I got it. We're doing it. We're going to put two of these bad boys. They rely solely on the fact that that bridge does not collapse. Hopefully. Alright. Now that we've got that, we need a big old flat something or other. Or maybe. Ooh, that's not bad. That's a little too big, though, I think. How big is this thing? Oh, geez, that's gigantic. I thought that was smaller. Oh, what do you snap? Whoa. Who knew? What does that look like? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, and it even says wood support too. I did not notice that, but we're not going to use that. We're going to find something. Alright, go back this way. I do like that beam, though. Maybe we just have a big old oversized beam. Who cares? It's my build. I can do what I want. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Maybe we'll hang something off the sides of that. Damn, tree keeps getting in my view. Alright. We got a little shack just kind of hanging off there. Love it. Okay, now we need to do something here. We need to find some sort of, like, metal brick, essentially, to shove in there. Let's see, this is all wood, obviously. Duh. Metal. No, we don't want that. Walls, roofs, stairs. Not even stairs. A couple of ladders. Oh, nice. Okay. That's way too big. We want some... It's close. Too big. I might take something like that and shrink a size. I think I have somewhere just a little block. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. Of course, there's no texture on the top. What the fudge? Ah, you're killing me. That was like perfect. I don't think I can really... Oh, and that's just gonna stick way too much out the back for what I want. So I was thinking maybe we can just hide that, but... Alright, maybe we'll take that little dude and make it littler. Where is he? Where'd you go? That guy there. Okay. You need to shrink a size. Or 2. 10. Oh, jeez. That's not gonna work. Dang. Okay, got my face. That could work. Yeah. We'll shrink a size that guy. Whoops. There we go. Now we can do that. Make a little brick out of that bad boy. Just shove it right in there. Maybe we'll try to wedge this into the grooves here a little better. Like so. Yeah. And get in there, and then let's make sure we're not... This over just a little. So. Make sure we're still up there. We are. Fantastic. Of course, it's going to give me all kinds of problems. I'm not going straight, trying to get it into on an angle. It's going to always be a little wonky. Let's move that over like that. And oof. Dip that down so it's like that. Maybe we'll see if we can put some sort of metal bands on it. I think I still have access to that. Actually, that should have been in another section of the wood. Miscellaneous. I didn't see it. Oh, I might not have that anymore. Now that I'm thinking of it. Yeah, I don't think I ever put that mod back in yet. Whoops. Let's see what else we got. Anything teeny tiny we can use? Okay, nothing there, but I'm sure there must be something in the cooler tab. Decorative art. Or coverings, garden, clutter, books, bottles, weapons, and ammo. Actually, I think this is the section where the chains are here somewhere. Ladders, lights, radios. Yeah, there we go. There's the wires and stuff. Alright, maybe if I find the right chain section, we need something small. Small and short. Maybe use. Oh, there we go. We'll make 2 of those. Back to that after I get what I need from something in here. Lines? No, we don't want to use that. Interesting. Oh, umbrella stand. Basketball hoop. That's not gonna wire. No. Lines, cables, boards. What else we got in here? I was just thinking maybe you have like a round one. Maybe we can use it like wrapping around the pole there. That's too wimpy. Like a whole bunch of coiled ones. Little tiny dinky rope there. What's that? Small rope. Oh, okay. Nah. About components. Radios, no. Machinery. Lights. The pipes. Nope, definitely not in there. Weapons, ammo, vendor. Nothing. Miscellaneous. We can find something in here that we can use that'll look like something. Interesting. Is that flower magnet? Really? That seems like such an odd thing to put in there. Oh, that guy. Okay, but interesting. No, we're out of the good stuff again. Okay, let's see. Basic. Wood. Yeah, all kinds of stuff in here too. Oh yeah, I've used this guy before. This one's awesome. I think I used that at Jamaica Plain. Let's see. Metal! Ooh, that's nice looking. I'll have to use that at some point for some builds. We'll stick a couple of these guys here for now. Maybe we can use that for something later. Do these snap? Oh, they don't snap. Those would be awesome to use. Smell. All this just to try to secure one post. I think we might just have to stick with what we got. Just call it a day. Ah, that's one of the things from Echo Lake Lumber. Cool. Oh. Chopped log disc. You know what? We're just going to leave it as is for now. I gotta come back to... I mean, honestly, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think maybe we will use something like this. Right now... Well, actually, we need to wedge something up in there, because it's really not doing anything. Maybe we'll go back to wood. Find a horizontal piece of something we can shove up in there. Oh, come on. Let's see. Nah. Gotta be something we can use. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Wait, what was in the miscellaneous? Did I look here? Oh! Okay. Back into there. Yeah, we're gonna use one of these guys after all. We're gonna make it bigger, heavier, dutier. Shove that guy right like that. Yeah! Alright! Fantastic. Okay. That's so janky looking. But that's what I love about it. Really, it just looks like you give it one good gust of wind and this is just going to twist and fall out from under it, and that's exactly what I like about it. Okay, so I've been teasing for a while that we're going to do some farm stuff here. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can do some of that real quick. We want feed. Do something amazing. Ha ha ha. It's terrible. Let's see. Let's start. We're going to need some sort of greenhouse, so I have to leave room for that. So just start with some corny little stuff here. Oop, back to that guy there. Yeah, I'll put another one there. Nice. Maybe we'll push these a little closer together. There we go. Hey, get in the ground. There we go. That one in the ground? That one's not in the ground. Down there. There we go. Alright, get some corn. We definitely need some mute fruit. I think I've said it before, but I've, for the longest time, just called this mutt fruit. Because it to me just looked like mutt. Let's turn that guy. This guy here. These are one of the best ones to plant to, because each plant gets you one, whereas all that corn, every 2 of them is 1. And that's just, we need better than that. Let's see, we need some maters. And yeah, let's throw in some different guys. Oh, geez, I'm going way off. Hang on. Get over here. Get over there. Get over there. We got that cliff too coming up, so we got to be careful. We don't want these dudes falling in the water when they're trying to do with the crops and all that. So I think we'll stop like right about there. We'll put in some fencing too, just to be safe. And actually, you know what? Since we're gonna do that, let's go back to these guys and we'll stick like maybe one more. Actually, no, wait. The fencing will probably look that up. So maybe. Oh, geez, look at my line. It's all over the place. That's terrible. Actually, maybe I should move these over. It's because... Oops. Oh, yeah, we're going to move them too, so... Alright. Guy there. That guy there. Move that guy. Right there. Move that guy. Alright. Are. And oh yeah, see there's my mute fruit. It's all over the place too. I'm going off too many different angles here. That looks much better. It's not the greatest, but whatever. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll put the shack over there so we can actually continue on this way. So let's try to line ourselves up a little bit. Oh, goodness. I am crooked as a politician. That's a good saying. Yeah, one more. I'll put that guy there. I don't really care if these are perfect anymore. We're just going to throw a bunch in. Who cares? Maybe they got really tired at the end of the day and they're just like, yeah, whatever. Oh! I don't want that. This guy. There we go. That one looked really out of place. Move that guy there. Move that guy there. Alright, I care a little bit. I know it's probably driving some people crazy. They're not lined up perfectly! I apologize. Oh, we're right on the cliff. So, let's get rid of these 2 doers. Whoops! That's a good place to do our cutoff. Right on that line there. We'll fence all this in, and then we'll put the shack there. Oh, we can use some more tomatoes, I suppose. Let's see. I have no idea if this is going to end up being enough food for everybody, so we might have to make some adjustments later. Gotta make sure that everybody's happy. Cool. Alright, and to get it started, we're going to make some people. Plop. Alright. Inventory. Cheat terminal, please. Alterations. Workshop. Spawn. Spawn. We're going to make 2, because I think that should be enough. Maybe. We'll see. Rando. We'll make 3. Come on. Come on. Do it. There we go.
Gotta take things one day at a time.
You shut your pie hole. Get to work. I guess you're already signed to that. You. There's one that's not signed. There we go. Corn. Where'd the third guy go? Where'd the third person go? Oh, they're already working. Fantastic. Okay, food 18, people 14. Do I have food that's still not assigned? I do. Okay, let's make one more. You're actually going to make this a somewhat fully functional settlement by the time we're done. Maybe. I make no promises. My track record says anything very unlikely. Okay. Where'd you go?
Easy living, this ain't.
What? You got walls, you got beds, you got food, you got water. Couldn't get any easier in this post-apocalyptic world. Ingrates. Alright, food 24. Fantastic. Alright. We have a garden. Nice. Alrighty. That is going to do it for this episode. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure and for all the fantastic ideas. Got some more settlements coming up after this guy here. Vault 88, Starlight Drive-In, and then we're going to be heading back to Spectacle Island. And yeah, there we go. Cool. So I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.